Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. So today you join me, I'm in the same forest as my last videos, but the dig site I was the last couple is probably about 200 metres in that direction. I've just been walking around and trying to see if there's anywhere else that's looked promising, and I've just come across this part. It is quite close to the footpath unfortunately, but you know, it's a good couple of metres away from it. But I've just been kicking about some of the dirt here, and I've just come up with there's loads of little pieces just on the surface which look quite promising. There's an old bottleneck there, that looks like it's got a bit of age to it. So I'm just going to have a little dig here, see if there's anything around. If not, there's a few other little spots that I've found, you know, dotted around that are worth trying. So it's going to be a nice promising day, and if you're seeing this then it has been a promising day. Very good one. So yeah, hopefully that wind dies down a bit as well, so I'll see you shortly. So I'm already coming out with my first finds here. So first one was a little marble, and then we've got, let's try and stick that back in my pocket, got a big brown one. It says disinfectant supply at the bottom. What else is there? Heinz baby food, and then just a little lid off a pot or something at the moment, but that's only literally about half a foot down. Not even a deep or wide hole yet, but we're getting there. I've had a couple more bits out, like an old jar there, still a bit of label on, but can't really see what it is. They're not massively old. Got one there that says something rich with vitamin C, still with a bit left in it. A couple of like a flash shape sauce, I think that's another sauce. That's a quite unusual little jar with the ridges on the side, same with that thing as well. I don't think they're massively old. Had a bit of a spoon and another top piece. Did get an old screw top there. A little plastic hand. Yeah, there's not much else really. That one says Bolton on. M&M Co. Maybe Marks and Spencer's or something. But I'm about 2.5–3 foot deep there now, and there's literally nothing else coming out. It's just like hard rock at the bottom, so I don't think there's much else in there. But I'm going to try for about another half an hour or so with this hole, and then if not, I'm going to have to try. Might go in that direction or maybe that one. We'll see. I'll have a look around, see what signs there are. So I've pretty much just gone in a diagonal line from over there, but I feel like I've just gone from pure happiness to pure sadness. I've just seen this popping out and I thought, oh my god, what a jackpot. This green poison bottle, and then look at that. Absolutely gutted. And I've been digging where it came out of there, and there's just no other pieces to it either. Oh, what a shame. I've got a few other little ones coming out up to now. I think that's one of the earlier ones. And then a lot of these you get a lot of rust. Quite a big supply of rust. And I just spotted this piece here and I thought, no way, it looks like it's some kind of, you know, like an old toy. Something to maybe attach to like a, what was it called? Like a scale electric kind of thing, you know, that there. I don't know if it is, maybe not, but yeah. I never imagined that there could be little toys these. I just thought it might be old cans or something, but yeah, I'm going to carry on this one instead now. Now I've spotted this little baby. What a shame it's smashed. What a shame. Out with my fair share of goodies now. I've actually found a few more pieces. It's not full, but well, I found that thing as well. It's got a little piece of glass inside, but keep them in there for now. What else have we found? So we've got a little tiny one there, some sauces, some jars, shipment's paste. Found another garden special dry gin. Found one of them a couple of weeks ago. Looks like a big beer or a cider bottle. What's that one? Little Oxo. Nice little brown one. Looks quite early. And then it looks like something, possibly maybe what it was as an ashtray. Shame it's not full, but anywho. Oh, this thing here. I found a couple in the other site, you probably remember from a couple of minutes ago. It's actually Brill cream. We didn't say that on the other ones for some reason, but that's what it is anyway. So I'm probably about 2 foot deep up to now. So I'm going to carry on, I'm going to widen this hole, because this poison's here. As soon as I see something like that, then that's it, we're digging. I always have a rule, if I don't find anything worthwhile at the depth of my spade, then move on somewhere else. But I have here, so I'm going to carry on. I think I'm starting to get to a really good layer down here now. I've had a few other little bits out just to break my heart, another little broken poison. This one says, carefully prepared by Key Bells, Derby, but I'm going to look at them when I get in, I always do that, but it's a nice hexagon brown one. Nice one. Bit of a double decker bus by the looks of it. That's a relish. What else have we got? We've just got a few little mixed ones really. That would have been nice if it was full, with the pattern that it's got on. A couple of beers, a couple of kind of beer ones by the looks of it. But yeah, I think we're getting to the good stuff now. Let's see what we can do. This wind's knocking a lot of branches down. I've just literally nearly had one take my head off. It's all part of the fun, I suppose, isn't it? Look at that beauty. I would have loved, absolutely loved to have found that in its proper condition. Look how fat it is. That must have been a really big one, that. I might take it just to save the mouthpiece of it. But I've had a few other little finds and stuff. I'll go through that at the end. But I've just been studying there and I'm 6'3". So that must be at least 5 foot deep now. And there's just nothing else coming out of it now. There's a couple of batteries right at the bottom there, but there's nothing else really. Well, that I can see anyway. But what I'm going to start doing is what I usually do. I'm going to carve all the sides out in here. Try and set the camera up somewhere so you can see it, and then hopefully there might be some finds in the sides, because we are quite deep here. So I'll balance the camera underneath my bag, and I'm hoping that one of two things, that one you can see, and two the camera doesn't fall in. But like I say, I'm going to start. It's hard to get in now because I'm so tall, and this is quite deep, but there's a little medicine one there, but I'm not interested in that. Been rattling around for about half an hour, that one. Please, just one full poison. Come on, there's got to be one in here somewhere. What's that? So we've got, oh, well, we did have a bit of a label. But there's nothing else on it. Not interested in that one. Battery. So there's not much in that side, so let's try the other side where the big poison came out of. You never know. Standard jar. Must find about bloody 100 of them. What's that there? It's just a sauce bottle. It does look like a bit of an early one, but again, it's like the jar situation. You find that many of them, you just don't want them. Let's get the other tool going. See if this is any more help. Poison, poison, where are you? All I want to do is keep you. So much bone in here. I found more bone than I think is in my entire body. But I believe, like, because this is like an old dump kind of site, it's probably just chicken or lamb, pork, something like that, when they've been eating it for the teas and then they've thrown it away or what have you. And this is where it ends up. I'm sure it does it on purpose, this, every time I put the camera on there's just nothing. Let's try the other side, try and tilt you. Just to prove how hard some of this soil is. It's just snapped it. Great, absolutely perfect. Just what I wanted. What's that there? That's not a bad one. Nothing special like, but I don't actually think this hand tool's mine. I think this one's my dad's. That's going to go down well. Just had that big plant pot out. There's a part missing. Just tried to put it back together, but there's a part missing for that. It's getting a bit more full, the hole now, as we go on. I don't know if I can. I never find anything as soon as I turn this camera on when I'm doing this. I think the bottles are a bit camera shy. There's a bit of a neck. I'm going to carry on, I'll come back in a sec. Here we go, I've just come across, you can see in there, it's like a green pot or something. Let's try and get it out. Oh, there's a little pot there as well. It feels like it's whole and I'm pulling on it. Yeah, it really does. Try and get some of this away from the top. That's not that one, it's just another piece of pot. Wow, that is stuck deep, that. Try and get round it as best I can, really, I think. Try and loosen it and then we'll see what happens. Oh, God. Ugh. I'm just going to have to try two hands with this, and then when I can feel it moving I'll put the camera back on. I feel a bit of movement. Oh, so close to being full. Oh, I can't believe it. Let's get it out. Oh. Look at that. That's nice. Literally there's only a chip out the side there though, so it might still be worth me taking. Blythe. Might be able to use it for something in the garden. That's nice, that though, isn't it? Nice big green pot. I wonder what year that's from. I bet that's from the 60s, maybe 50s, something along those lines probably. Let's get the mud out. I was going to take the mud out first and then show you, but I'm literally just taking it out now and there's stuff inside. So we've got good courage, ill luck, and a nice picture of a little house. That's quite a nice cup actually. I think I'm going to keep that, not for drinking out of obviously, but good courage breaks ill luck. Does it now? Does it? But there is some more stuff in here. Oh, it was just a piece of rusty metal. But it looks pretty bang on in there. No way, Blythe. You just never know what you're going to find down here. That looks like a crack in it there. I have to be careful getting it back, I think. That's me done for the day then. I carried on from where that little green ball was all the way underneath there. I've just filled most of it in now, but there wasn't much else there. There's a few little bits, like that's still got a bit of its label left. That, I don't know what it is, it must be off something. Got some nice little flowers on it though. Got that there. To make out lemon, nothing much else really. We've got like, that's quite a nice piece, it's quite thick. From Manchester, that's a weird one as well. It's got like a pentagram, or like a Jewish star on the bottom, which is quite interesting. Got another sauce here, this is the Yorkshire Relish thick, just in case you didn't know. And a bit of the label that's left anyway. It's a shame that it's not full, but full label. And then there's just a variety of things really, bit of everything. But as always, I'm going to take them home and clean them so you can see, well, the stuff I'm keeping anyway. I'm going to try and piece that big bottle together because I found a few other pieces. Might try and take one of these as well, see if I can cut, not that one because it's got a big crack all the way down, but if I could cut that off about halfway, might be able to make something out of that. We've got like a few, I always like finding these PEX paste jars because they're like a hand grenade. It's quite a nice design on them. And then this is just a variety really, like I say. A lot of jars. But I'll take what I'm keeping now, I'll take that home and then you can see. That's an interesting little thing actually, just before we finish. It's a piece of pot, but it's like lined on one side and lined on the other. God knows what that was, but anyway, it's not been a bad day really. I didn't get a full poison like I was hoping for, but even still some nice bottles and a nice pot. Very nice pot. Right, so I shall see you soon. So here's the stuff from the day that I decided to keep. So I'll start off with the little, well it's not quite little, but the green poison one. I thought I had more parts to it than I actually did when I started putting it together, unfortunately. I glued those two pieces together, but that was the only ones that actually fit it, so a bit of a shame really, but that's that. This piece, I didn't realise until I cleaned it that someone's actually wrote 3.3 LL on there. It's quite interesting, nobody's touched that since they've wrote on it, I presume. At the back there we've got two of the Milton, their steriliser fluid. You know, for like stuff you'd feed a baby with, you clean it with that steriliser. We've got another one of the Gordon Special Dry London Gin. Established 1769. And then it's got like the, I think it's like a boar. Got a strange picture on the bottom there. I kept one of those Brill creams, quite an interesting one. They still need cleaning out, but anyway. And then we've got the carefully prepared by, I'm not sure where you're going to pick that up, Key Bells Derby. It's basically just like a cough syrup, that kind of thing. This one I'm not too sure about, it's a nice flask shape, quite an early one, nice brown colour. There's a cork next to it, it's not the original one, but I thought why not stick it in with it. That's a little broken, I've not sorted that one out yet. This one, it's quite interesting, it's actually from Torquay, and it's called Motto Wear. And it was first designed for the tourist trade. It is good courage, breaks ill luck. The company started in about 1865 when they first discovered that there was red clay in the area. It's around Devon. And then, yeah, this has carried on from there really. Until, I think it was around, yeah, shortly after World War II, they had to close. Unfortunately, they could never get back on the feet. Well, this is about 260 miles from where I live. It's quite an interesting thing, so someone probably bought it while they was on holiday or something and brought it back. So we're getting to the nice pot now. Blythe. Now I didn't realise when I first found it how bad a condition it actually was. I knew about that chip there, but there's a crack on the front, but unfortunately it goes all the way through. So what I did was I glued it and then I stuck some fiberglass material over it and put some glue over it again. So there's no chance that's reopening him, but I wasn't even going to bother doing that, to be honest with you. But then I looked up and this is at least 100 years old, if not maybe a little bit more. Made in Stoke-on-Trent by a company that the Wild Blood family started. So it is, that table's not very secure, but it is a nice pot. I'm sure I can come up with some use for it. And the interesting thing about this company is actually during World War II, the Americans actually put a base next to this factory, and they used some of the chemicals what they was using to make these to actually clean the clothes with, which is a strange thing. But yeah, that's the findings from that day. I'll be back at some point definitely.